Okay, let's talk about the field kit. This instructional video will provide an overview of the field kit. We'll be looking at the components in the kit as well as two support services that are available to the agronomist. This first one is the photo report service, and secondly, the video enhance service. So let's get started. As we know, often in the field we are taking photos of plants. We may be documenting the difference between a treated and an untreated plant, for example. Unfortunately, sometimes it's difficult to show the detail that we want to show because the contrast, for example, in this shot, in the fine root hairs, there's really not a lot of contrast between them and the background. Sometimes we'll lay a plant on a rock or possibly a tailgate of a pickup truck to try to help us out. That's why, as part of the field kit, we included a 5x5 foot piece of fabric that is wrinkle resistant, such that you have a consistent, clean background that you can use for your plant photography. In addition, we've included some dry erase boards so that you can mark, as shown here in this photograph. You can document the different rates that were used for this grouping of 5 different treatments for soybean plants. Also included in the field kit is a utility knife. We have a flashlight, there's a tape measure, as well as a 10x magnifying glass for those times that you need to get in close to look at a plant. Everything that we're talking about here in this instructional video is also in the user manual. We will not be going into that detail here today in the video. However, we will be pointing out several of the support services that are available to you. Several things that are optional that you might have interest in. One is a portable, collapsible tripod that in this case is convenient because it folds down to 9 inches and it will easily fit inside the field kit. Other things that might be of interest: this is a bracket that's designed to hold a iPhone, and it's adjustable on the side here, so it is applicable to most any type of iPhone device, whether it's Android or Windows. It would typically work with this type of adjustable setup. Also, there is a tablet bracket that's available. This would be used typically for a iPad. Both of these will work on any tripod that uses a 1/4-20 stud mount, which is fairly standard in the industry. So we've talked about the contents of the field kit. Let's talk now about what happens with the photo report. So you're in the field and you see something that you would like to take a photograph of. Maybe it's something you want to share with your peer or show to your customer, or even keep for later reference for use in a grower meeting. We want to make that simple for you and give you the tools so that you can do it in the moment and just take a few seconds to capture those photos and to have that documented for your use later. It's quite simple. You simply take the photographs, you email or text them to us, whichever is most convenient for you, and you also leave a message on a dedicated 800 number voice message line. And to help you remember all of this so that it's readily accessible, we give you a memo card that's essentially the size of a credit card, and that is something that we would suggest you possibly put in your wallet and pull it out when you need it. It has your logo on it and a unique code that identifies that it's you, and then on the back you obviously have the 800 number and a hit list of some things that you might want to cover in your message, just as a kind of a cheat sheet type of thing. And most important would probably be these last two, where you fill in the blank as terms of what is the purpose of doing this. In other words, the story is, and it is important because. So that you get to us, we take that information then, and typically within 24 hours, the next working day, we'll have the report back to you. This is done in PowerPoint, so it's convenient for you. You can use it as you would wish in your presentations moving forward. But it contains the content of who you were, the date, did you send photos, and the crop, and so forth. And then your message is transcribed here if you want to read your content, or if you would prefer to listen to your actual message, you can do that by clicking on the link, and that would load. And I'll put that away for now. The second page of the photo report are the photos that you've included. So those two sheets combined, the first is the transcription of your message, and then of course the photos are for yours to use as you see fit. We also store those your reports in the cloud so that you would have access to them in the event that you would lose yours, or if you want others in your team to have access to them. So we talked about the kit, we talked about the photo report. Now let's talk about the Video Enhance program. Video and the process of capturing it from the field is a little more complex because the video files can become quite large. Number one, you're never able to really email them because they essentially will choke up an email server. And the other thing is, if you do a lot of video in a short period of time, your iPhone or your tablet will become completely filled with video. So in essence, we've put together a Video Enhance service that will do two things. First, you will have two icons. One is a submit video icon, which you use in getting your videos to us. And then after we enhance it to your instructions, you can then go to what we call the silo, which is our cloud, where you can download the edited video and put it on your tablet so you can use it. So let's look a little bit closer at how that works. Somewhat like the photo report form, you're in the field, only this time you're taking a video. You hit the submit button. That generates a report where we capture a little bit of information from you in terms of what you want to have done on the video. We make those changes in-house, and then we post it back out to the silo so that you can download it and use it as you see fit. You can show it to your customers or share it with your team, or likewise it likely would be applicable for a future grower meeting. So once again, just in summary, there's two icons here. One gives you the ability to get your video to us, and then after we make those changes, the silo icon is where you would go to download it and put it back on your device, which is usually much more functional than trying to run a video off the cloud, because if you happen to have a wireless connection that possibly isn't very fast, it usually doesn't work that well. So it's much preferred for your use to actually have the edited finished video reside on your portable digital device. Here's the form that we ask you to fill out when you're doing the submission. Basic stuff like your name, phone number, email, and the title of the video. For example, do you want the logo to appear for your company? We typically put that in the front and the ending. And the names and titles of folks that are in the video that maybe we would want to call out and identify. Did you want a background of music in the video, etc., etc. These forms are custom made for you to reflect the interest of your particular company. Right here at the bottom is where you would attach the video file. This is where you would choose the file, pull it off of your device, and then it would be sent to us so that we could do the editing on it. The devices that you would have, depending on the brand, would be different. This particular one, the video files are in the documents folder, and we would help you to work through this on the first couple times that you're using it, depending on the particular device that the brand that you're using. So we talked about the submission, and then getting it back to you on the AgHUB silo works like this. You click on the icon and then you see your data, which by the way, this is available only to you through username, password, and it's secure, so nobody else outside of your firm would have access to it. You have to have the log on to get to this. So you select the file that you want to download, you hit the download button, and it would put it, typically, depending on your device, in a gallery or something like that. Different brands use different names for that, but once it's in the gallery, then you have complete control over what you would want to show. For example, if I would collect this one here, it would load that.
The soils are looking a little bit different.
We'll put that away for now, and it's that simple. So that is our Video Enhance program summarized here again, where you take the video, get it to us, we edit it, you download it once it's edited, and then you can do with it what you want. So that's the Field Kit. We talked about the contents, the tools in the Field Kit, we talked about the photo report and the Video Enhance report. Any questions or comments? I'm Carlton. You're welcome to call me at any time. There's my cell on the screen, 329-0402. I'd be glad to support you in any way that we can, or you can email me if that's more convenient. Thank you very much.